Welcome to Texas Today. I'm Kristen Dickerson. Past traumas can impact us for years. Sharing your story can help in the healing process. That was the case for Angela Johnson, the founder of The Naked Truth Redeemed. She is now empowering and inspiring women so they too can heal. Angela joins us to talk more about the importance of sharing your story. So lovely to be with you.
I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, let's talk about The Naked Truth Redeemed.
Yes.
And what it is and what happens.
Yes. So The Naked Truth Redeemed really started with my story.
Okay.
I had to go through a journey of healing in my own personal life. I endured a lot of rejection, a lot of trauma as a child, which led to me making some decisions that compromise who I am and what I believed in. And so once I started that healing journey in 2020, I thought that it's very important for women to be able to hear your story. And not just to hear your story, but knowing that they can overcome, knowing that they're not alone. And so I wanted to create a safe space for women to be able to hear other women's stories and be able to seek healing from it.
In your opinion, why is it helpful to share our story? What is it about speaking it and like getting it out of us where that healing happens?
I think it's just that it's like an onion layer, right? You start with confessing what's really going on. And I think the more you talk about it, the more you get it out of your chest, and the more you communicate it, you seek healing that way. And I think another thing is that when other people hear your story, you're inspiring, encouraging other women because they know that they're not in it alone. So it's not just talking about it, but it's about working those steps. What does that look like? Is it therapy? Is it having those hard conversations, choosing to forgive those who have hurt you? You know, those are the steps. And then you can really talk from a place of healing and not just from victimization.
And these conversations are happening on a Facebook page that you've created. What is that community like?
So we have a Facebook page. It's called The Naked Truth Redeemed. It's a private page where it's just women, so we can be safe. We don't have to feel like we're being judged. We talk about topics like shame and guilt and people who are struggling with it. They have maybe gone through divorce or just certain traumas in their life. And so it creates a space where they can be themselves and we can talk and encourage one another.
At what point did you decide that you wanted to share your story in a book? And congratulations on its publication.
Thank you so much. Let me tell you, that book right there, you want to say naked truth, it's naked, okay? It's vulnerable, it's raw, it's juicy. What really made me share it is because I think when I was in my mess, when I was going through a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety and I felt like I was alone, I wish someone reached out to me and said, hey, let me hold your hand. Let me inspire you to let you know that you will overcome this. Life gets better. And so I wanted to be that encourager to other people. I wanted to encourage them to let them know that whatever they're going through, whatever pain, you know, we share similar pains. We may not have the same scars, but pain is pain. And so when you go through it, you want to know that you're going to overcome it. And so this is to encourage, to inspire, but also it's just a good read. If you want to just be nosy and you want some juicy stories, because I keep it real in that book.
And I love a story with a hero. I love going through it with you and then knowing that it's okay.
It's okay.
You made it through.
I made it through.
Wow.
I made it through.
And you have so much coming up on your horizon.
Yes.
Okay, what are some of the projects that are dabbling out there?
We have another conference that's coming up. We're trying to secure the dates, but they can find out on the website all about the upcoming events. And we're just going to continue to inspire. I really want to pour into the youth because I believe it starts in the youth. When I was younger, I did not feel like I was worthy. I dealt with a lot of bullying. I felt like I was too dark-skinned. I just dealt with so much. And so I know that the kids are struggling themselves with all the social media and trying to compare themselves to the day and this day and age. And so I really want to pour into the youth as well as women. So it's just going to be a multi-generational thing we're doing.
Looking back at your own life, what advice would you give yourself? Or if somebody else was out there kind of just in the thick of it right now?
Do it scared.
Ooh, explain.
When you have something in your mind that you want to do, when you want to accomplish. I got pregnant in college. I had a full scholarship to Clark Atlanta University, got into a pretty bad toxic relationship, and I was like, oh my gosh, my life is over. And so I had to do it scared, meaning I had to continue to go to school not knowing if I was going to finish. But I had to do it without knowing what the outcome was going to be. me. Or even with this book, you know, writing this book, putting myself out there and being afraid of, well, what are people going to think of me? Am I going to be judged? What is the world going to say? But I had to do it scared because really it's not about me.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have just a little bit more time left. Is there a challenge looking back that was like the biggest blessing? But at the time it was like, what? You mentioned a great one just now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about my daughter. Like, I thought that it was in my book, I talk about the unexpected gift. I didn't think that she was a gift because I thought, like, oh my God, I messed up my life. And I wanted to encourage single moms that even if you fall short and things happen and you may thought that you were gonna have this white picket fence and you were gonna get married and all this stuff, but you made some decisions maybe that weren't too good, but you can still make it through. You can still overcome. And it's, you know, statistics shows that there's thousands of women that have children in a single parent home. So I want to encourage them, inspire them that you can be successful. You don't have to worry about depending on anyone else financially. God is your source, and he's going to take care of you. He sees you.
He sees you.
He sees you.
Title. So lovely learning and chatting with you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
To learn more about The Naked Truth Redeemed or to purchase a copy of He Sees You, visit AngelaMarieJ.com. You can also keep up with Angela on Instagram at AngelaMarieJ_.